Hey everyone, Ryan from Ebike Escape. If you're familiar at all with my channel, you know I love talking about electric bike accessories. Today we're talking about the accessories that we've put on our Ariel Rider X class. So I will have a link in the description to all the products I'm talking about today. I will also have a link to our full electric bike accessories list, as well as my electric bike deals page. With that, let's get to the accessories on our X class. All right, so here we go. With the accessories on the X class, most of these items are going to be on the cockpit here. You can see we have my favorite. We got half knee mirrors. These are the handlebar mounted ones. Check out my video if you're curious about other options that half knee sells. These are the ones that have a reflector on the back, and I do like having both a left and right mirror. Looks a lot nicer, and when you're riding with traffic in different lanes and such, it is nice to be able to see behind you on the right side as well as the left side. And then we have obviously the throttle here, and then this button here is the Hornet DB 140 decibel horn. I recently did a video on this horn. It is relatively affordable at around $30, and it has two modes. One mode is this piercing sound, and another one is the horn here. So I really like the horn. Definitely helps you have a presence on the road, as do these mirrors. Highly recommend the mirrors from a safety perspective. Moving on to the cell phone mount, I decided to go with a different option. Previously, I've been using the Night Eyes Raptor, and that is a very simple cell phone holder that I've been really happy with, but decided to switch it up. One, because this one came in blue and I think it matches really nice with the bike. And so this is made by a company called Gub. There's a few different options. This is the +6, and so you put your phone in, and then it has this adjustable knob to clamp down on your phone. And then on top of that, it has this butterfly piece of rubber that goes around the corners of your phone for additional security. It's super stable. It does rotate if you'd like it to. And so really like this cell phone mount, and it's really affordable. And moving on to the turn signals. So I actually reached out to Oracycle and they're willing to send me these. I did a bunch of research on what turn signal options there are. There's some bar end ones that I think have pretty good reviews, but the problem is with these grips, these are locking grips, and I really like them, and I didn't really want to cut a hole in them to try to fit those lights in, so decided to opt for these and test them out. They are okay rear lights. They give you good visibility at night. Daylight visibility, I guess, is so-so. I can show you here where I mounted them. Here on the back pegs, it still allows the passenger to put their feet here out of the way, and of course you can remove them for charging. I also did try them up here, but the problem is if you put them higher up than other people behind you, it's just really hard to see. So I do like them a lot lower. I've seen people who mount them using a custom plate coming from down here, which is maybe even a more ideal solution, but this is easy to do right from the box. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the light so you can get a sense of how bright these are. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the right one. And there's some other options. You can have just the red light, and you can also have other flasher lights just for visibility. But otherwise, you just have the left and right, which is controlled with these buttons, left and then right. You can turn it off. I think a lot of people, when they're buying a moped style electric bike, it is good to have some of these features that a real moped would have, just because, as I mentioned earlier, it really gives you a presence on the road, and people treat you a little differently with that presence. And as far as storage solutions, Ebike sent me this bag here, and I think it really looks nice with the bike. I know some people have gone with bags mounted underneath the frame, and of course there's other options. This is a waterproof one that's really nice if you just wanted to put your keys in there or your cell phone. You're able to really cinch the Velcro down, so this isn't going to go anywhere. And I think it just really completes the look of the X-Class. It kind of looks like it's made for it. Okay, and then moving on to the pedals, we have these Hafni pedals. Hafni is the same brand of those mirrors. Unfortunately, these aren't yet available online or anything. I'm really hoping Hafni starts offering them online so I can start linking to them, because I do really like the pedals. Obviously with this X-Class, the blue matches really nice. And another cool thing that I think is really cool to customize is rim tape. And so I reached out to Custom Tailor 33. They sell this rim tape on Amazon specifically for electric bikes. They have tons of different colors. I decided to go with the blue, and this is super reflective stuff. It really shines in the sun, and of course, if any cars shine light on your wheels, it's super bright. So highly recommend the rim tape if you're looking to customize your bike. You can choose from the variety of colors. For instance, you could go with the yellow and it would match the Ariel Rider logo there. So definitely something to consider. And then the other thing I wanted to call out, and I've called this out in another video, is this bike pump. So this is also from Ebike. This is the Joe Blow Dually. And what makes this bike pump unique is it is specifically made for fat tire e-bikes. You can see that there's actually 2 gauges. And so this first gauge goes from 0 PSI all the way to 30. And then past that, it goes 35 to 70. So you are limited on how high the PSI goes, but what makes it unique is the barrel is about 1.5 times larger than most barrels on the market. And so you're able to put a lot more air faster into tires. So I do think this pump, if you don't already have a quality bike pump, this is definitely one to consider. Of course, there's tons of options. I would just recommend spending the extra money. Getting a name brand bike pump can make a difference, because what's really nice is the higher quality ones just attach much nicer to the valves on the tire. A few more products to talk about. First, we have tire liners to help prevent against flats, which is certainly a good idea on the X-Class street tires. Mr. Tuffy is the brand that I see the most, and many people opt for tire liners since changing a flat on an e-bike, especially the rear tire, can be a pain. You'll likely want to purchase the 3XL or tan ones, which are for tires 3.1 inches to 4 inches. Though I have seen people say that they have gone with the 4XL even if they are slightly more difficult to get on. One Facebook group member noted the larger size offers some sidewall protection. Note that you are likely to need to have to trim the size, since it's unlikely you'll be able to find the 20-inch wheel size online. Next, we have slime, and I have seen people swear by it, and also people who are frustrated because they still get flats. Note that slime is good for about 2 years, at which point you might be looking at replacing your tires or tubes anyway. No experience myself, but something I will consider testing out if I ever end up having a flat. And finally, I did decide to purchase a replacement tube from Mongoose, and I will include that on the list. They are reasonably priced from Amazon, and I also thought I'd share these knobbier tires from Mongoose if you're looking for something to handle more rugged terrain. Hope you found this video helpful. If you already own an X-Class or you're looking to purchase one, some of the accessories that you might want to put on it. And I know there's tons of customizations that people are doing, because I'm a member of the Ariel Rider Facebook group. So if you have any other suggestions that I should add to the list, please feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will add them to my accessories list that's back on my website, Ebike Escape. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new. We'll see you in the next one.